of that house right now. You have no right to be living there.
What?
Pack your stuff and leave immediately. If you don't, things might get ugly for you. I'm not playing around. This is your final warning.
Who is this and what are you talking about?
Someone who knows the truth about your situation. You're staying where you don't belong.
Who are you?
Someone with more right to that place than you have. You should be grateful I'm giving you a heads up.
I don't take orders from strangers or anyone. There's no reason for me to leave my home.
You're calling it your home? That's rich. The rightful owner will be coming to claim it soon. Who I am doesn't matter.
Excuse me? What are you saying? Who are you?
My identity isn't important. What matters is you need to leave. The longer you stay, the worse it'll be for you.
Are you threatening me? Because that's how this sounds, and I don't even know you.
Call it whatever you want. I'm just stating facts. Just get out of that house and return it to its rightful owner.
Seriously? You expect me to abandon my home because of cryptic messages from an unknown number? Why should I take orders from a complete stranger?
Because this stranger knows things you don't. I know who really owns that house. And I know you're overstaying your welcome.
This is ridiculous. This house is legally mine. If you have legitimate concerns, identify yourself properly.
Stop arguing and just leave. Every day you stay there is just making everything more complicated. Do yourself a favor and start packing and leave. I'll keep messaging you every day until you get out. Consider this day 1 of your countdown.
This is harassment. I'll report these messages if they continue.
Report all you want. It won't change the facts. If you don't like it, then leave faster. Trust me, you don't want to wait until we have to force you out.
We? So there are more people involved in this harassment?
You'll find out soon enough who's coming for what belongs to them. Just know your time there is limited, whether you accept it or not.
I'm blocking this number now. Don't contact me again.
Block all you want. We'll find other ways to reach you. The clock is ticking. Make it easier on yourself and just go.
Hey, Amy. Long time no see. I've been thinking about you lately. How have you been?
Who is this?
You don't recognize your ex-husband's number? I guess you've really moved on.
What?
Are you doing okay? I heard you remarried earlier this year. Congratulations, I suppose. Remarried just 3 years after I dumped you? Pretty impressive.
Wait a minute. Is someone playing a joke on me? I've been getting strange messages lately.
No joke, it's really me. Ryan Chambers, your ex.
Ryan, is that really you? After all this time, you just text me out of nowhere? Are you seriously, Ryan?
Come on, you remarried and already forgot your first husband? That hurts my feelings a little. We were married until just 3 years ago. 6 years together and you can't recognize me? Oh, I get it. Your ex-husband isn't worth remembering. You're pretty cold-hearted, aren't you?
You've got to be kidding me. You vanished for 3 years without a trace and then accuse me of being cold-hearted? I'm not the cold-hearted one here. You are. You disappeared without warning 3 years ago, left signed divorce papers, and vanished. My friends and I looked for you for months, and you have the nerve to contact me now?
Hold on. I didn't think it would be such a big deal. Are you still mad at me?
You serious? You abandoned your wife without explanation, and you're surprised I might be upset? What planet are you living on?
You remarried, so I thought you'd moved on. Clearly you found someone else. Why are you suddenly getting so angry? It's pretty shocking. I thought we could be mature adults about this.
Stop talking nonsense. Being mature would have been discussing our problems face to face, not sneaking away in the middle of the night. My remarriage has nothing to do with you disappearing. It doesn't erase what you did to me. Ryan, I will never forgive you, just so you know.
Huh? That seems kind of excessive. It was just a divorce. People get divorced all the time.
It wasn't just a divorce, and you know it. For starters, I never received any settlement from you. So why are you contacting me so casually? What's your deal? What do you want?
Whoa, wait. Settlement? What settlement? Where is this coming from? I don't recall agreeing to any settlement. I just left the house because I wanted a divorce, that's all.
Seriously? You don't think leaving your wife for another woman warrants compensation?
Another woman? What are you talking about? Why should I pay you anything? I didn't cheat or anything. I just wanted out of our marriage.
Oh, you think I didn't notice? The late night calls you took in another room? The business trips that didn't match your company calendar? Sorry to disappoint you, but I know everything. I know you ran away with your mistress. I know all about it.
What? You're making things up now. There was no other woman.
At first, I thought you left because you were tired of our marriage. We were both busy with work and we fought whenever we saw each other. I blamed myself for months. But while looking for you after you disappeared, I found evidence in your study. Evidence that you were involved with another woman. Hotel receipts, messages, concert tickets for two.
That's impossible. I'm sure I erased all evidence before I left. I mean, there wasn't anything to erase.
Did you just admit it? You just said you erased all evidence. I guess talking about divorce and settlement face to face was too much trouble. That's why you just left the divorce papers and disappeared.
Well, I panicked, okay? I didn't know how to tell you.
You didn't want to confront me about your affair or the divorce. You didn't want to pay damages. So you hid your affair and disappeared. You really are the worst kind of person. I spent nights crying, wondering what I did wrong for you to leave like that.
Damn it. Look, that's all in the past now. I can't believe you knew about the affair, but so what? The statute of limitations for infidelity claims is 3 years after discovery. You can't sue me for damages anymore. That's how the law works.
What did you say? Did you just admit you timed this contact deliberately? Ryan, did you contact me now specifically because of that timing?
Of course not. I'm not that calculating. I just happened to remember you recently. I'm just a smart guy. I'm actually impressed with myself. Perfect timing, right?
You've got to be kidding me, you coward! You waited until you thought I couldn't sue you. Hurting someone and not even trying to make amends. Just hiding until you think you're legally safe.
Say what you want. You have no legal claim anymore. Water under the bridge. So I'm coming back to town with my girlfriend openly now. No need to hide anymore. And I need you to give our house back to us.
Excuse me? Our house? Are you delusional?
The house you're living in, that's my house. Always has been, always will be. I need you to return it. You and your new husband are living there like you own the place, which you don't, by the way. From now on, that house will be the love nest for me and my girlfriend. We've been dreaming about it for years.
Stop talking nonsense. You abandoned it yourself, and now you're saying it's your house? Keep dreaming. You gave up any claim when you walked out.
I didn't abandon it. I just took an extended vacation. I just went on a 3-year extended honeymoon with my girlfriend. I never gave it to you guys. It was always my plan to come back.
Are you serious? You can't just disappear for years and expect everything to stay the same.
Why not? It's my property, so pack up your stuff and get out soon. We're coming back next week. As a kindness, I won't charge you for the rent you should have been paying. You should be grateful for my generosity. Most landlords would demand back payment.
You're completely delusional if you think this will work.
We'll see who's delusional when I show up with the deed. Start packing, Amy. Your free ride is over.
I warned you to get out. I even sent you messages every day telling you to leave. Did you think I was just some random person? Staying put even after all that is just clingy. No wonder Ryan dumped you.
What? So you're the anonymous texter from before. That explains the hostility.
Obviously, who else would it be? Any normal person would have left after being warned so much. Staying anyway makes you as stubborn as a cockroach. You just don't know when you're not wanted, do you?
Wait a minute. Is this Ryan's girlfriend? Are you Ryan's affair partner? The woman he left me for?
Took you long enough to figure it out.
You're the one who had an affair with Ryan. The one who helped break up our marriage.
Formally introducing myself, I'm Zoe, Ryan's girlfriend. The love of his life, actually. The one he chose over you. I'm the reason he's happy now.
I can't believe the suspicious texter was Ryan's mistress all along. How childish to send anonymous threats. I'm surprised to be contacted by someone I've been trying to find for years. You're not easy to track down.
Huh? You've been looking for me all this time? Why? Are you some kind of stalker? Wait, are you a fan of mine or something? I used to be in an indie band, you know. Electric Daydream. We were pretty big in the underground scene. Amy, if you're actually my fan, that would be super exciting. I could sign something for you when we move in.
I don't know anything about your past. I've never heard of your band. I was looking for you to sue you for damages. Having an affair with someone's husband, stealing him and running away with him, you need to take responsibility for that. You destroyed my marriage.
What? You want to sue me for damages? You stupid old lady. Look, he was already emotionally checked out of your marriage. I just gave him a better option. Ryan already explained about the statute of limitations, right? You can't touch us legally.
Yes, he did. But that's just the legal time limit. Morally, you still owe me. It's still up to you two whether you'll pay or not. If you feel even slightly sorry for what you did to me, you should pay at least some compensation as an apology, as a basic human decency.
Well, I don't feel bad at all, so I won't pay a single cent. If your marriage was stronger, he wouldn't have strayed. You should be compensating me for making Ryan so unhappy.
Excuse me? Are you seriously blaming the victim here?
You're no victim. You're just the wrong woman for him. I don't have time for your drama, so hand over the house immediately. Ryan and I need to settle down properly. I already threw all the ex-wife stuff out from the second floor. Your clothes are on the lawn. Hope it doesn't rain.
What? You're at my house? Don't touch my things without permission. That's breaking and entering.
Breaking, maybe. Entering what's ours. This house belongs to me and Ryan now. Your stuff was contaminating our space.
Wait a minute. You threw stuff out from the second floor? Are you at the house right now? How did you even get in?
Couldn't wait any longer, so I came over. Ryan's been promising me this house for years. The locks were changed, but that doesn't matter if you break them. Ryan smashed them easily, and our takeover is complete. We're redecorating as we speak.
You've got to be kidding! You both broke into a house that isn't yours? Do you realize what you've done?
Finally, we can have a stable life. You have no idea how hard it's been living in tiny apartments. We originally planned to sneak back after about 2 weeks of running away, but the old lady kept squatting for so long that it took 3 years. Our plan was delayed because of you.
What did you say? You plan to come back after 2 weeks? What kind of twisted plan is that? Do you really not know what you just did?
When your husband divorces you and disappears, normal people would finalize the divorce and move back with their parents or something. But you kept squatting in this house even after the divorce. The house that belongs to Ryan, not you. Do you have any idea how much that screwed up our plans? We were waiting to see what would happen first. You moving out or the 3-year statute of limitations expiring. We wasted all this time in a distant town because of you. Living like fugitives because you wouldn't leave.
I don't care about your plans. I lived in my house legally. Don't take your frustrations out on me. That's not fair. Your poor planning isn't my problem.
Shut up! This house was Ryan's family home. I can't believe this ex-wife is squatting in her ex-husband's house even after remarrying. You've got some nerve. That's why I threw all your stuff out the second floor window to vent my frustration. You should see how good it felt watching your things fall.
I can't believe what you've done. You've committed multiple crimes. I'm not taking responsibility for whatever happens next. You've brought this on yourselves.
What are you talking about? You don't need to know. Just disappear. This is our home now. I've already thrown all your stuff out the second floor window, so don't come back to our love nest, ex-wife. Find somewhere else to live with your new husband.
I sold that house, by the way, 6 months ago.
What? What did you just say?
I already sold the house to a real estate agency. I have the paperwork to prove it. Someone else has already bought it and lives there now. A young couple, if I recall correctly. I wonder what you two have done to those poor people. Breaking into their home, throwing their belongings out windows.
What? You sold his house to a real estate agency? That's not possible! You can't do that without Ryan's permission! You had no right to sell it!
Actually, I had every right to do so, as the legal owner of the property. Breaking and entering, throwing property out the window. I wonder how many crimes you've committed. The police will have a field day with you.
Wait a minute. You really sold the house? How dare you sell someone else's house? But that house is under Ryan's name. I've seen the inheritance papers that he showed me before. Even if you were married at the time, you can't sell property you don't own. That's called fraud.
So the owner can sell it, right? That's why I, the owner, sold it. Perfectly legal. Nothing I ever did was illegal.
What? That's not true. Ryan inherited that house from his parents. He told me that.
Seems like he didn't tell you, so I'll explain. Yes, the house originally belonged to Ryan. To be precise, it was Ryan's parents' house. We inherited it when his parents passed away, but there's something Ryan didn't share with you.
I know that much. That's why he said we got a mortgage-free house. It was going to be our fresh start.
But Ryan said he didn't want to pay property taxes or deal with maintenance. Too much responsibility, he said. So he transferred the house to my name when we inherited it, for tax purposes. It's all documented with the county clerk.
What? You're lying! Ryan would never do something like that. He loved that house.
It's the truth. Check the property records if you don't believe me. So I had every right to sell that house. It was in my name, so I could do whatever I wanted with it. I needed the money to start my new life after he abandoned me.
Is that really true? This can't be happening. That can't be true. But Ryan kept saying this house was. He promised we'd live there together.
He always said that he hated this house, that it had too many bad memories, that maintaining it was a burden. If Ryan's next to you, could you tell him that? Maybe it'll jog his memory. Remind him of all the complaints he made about the place.
I don't need to tell him. He's right next to me reading this text. He's been reading over my shoulder this whole time.
He's right next to you. Hi, Ryan. Remember signing those property transfer papers?
He's turning pale and completely frozen right now. He's not saying anything. Amy, are you absolutely certain about this?
I see. So he lied to you too. Well, I hope the police arrive while he's still frozen. Then they can arrest you both on the spot for breaking and entering.
What? Police? What are you talking about?
I heard the current residents are a young married couple. The Petersons, I think their name was. Breaking into their home, destroying their property. You're definitely going to jail. They've already called the police.
No way. You're making this up to scare us. This isn't someone else's house.
Look around. Are those your belongings you're throwing out? Or do they belong to complete strangers?
Wait, this is no time to be frozen. Ryan needs to say something. We need to get out of here before we're reported to the police. I can hear sirens.
I've already called them. The homeowners called them too. They should be there any minute.
You what? You set us up?
I warned you not to touch my things, but those weren't even my things you were destroying. I'll leave it at that. I'll let the police handle the rest. Good luck explaining yourselves.
Please, Amy, you can't do this to us. Tell the police it was a misunderstanding. Tell them you deliberately confused us, that we accidentally trespassed but meant no harm. Help me out here for old time's sake.
Excuse me? You want me to lie to the police for you? Why should I help you? It's your fault for forgetting who owned the house, and there was nothing accidental about breaking in and throwing property out the window. You did this to yourselves.
Shut up! This is all your fault that this is happening. If you had just moved out like you were supposed to. Are you okay with us getting arrested? Your ex-husband in jail?
Yes, I'm completely okay with that. I think that's fine. In fact, it seems like justice to me.
Why? That's obviously not okay. We have history together. 6 years of marriage.
I think it is. The history you mention is the same one you threw away. Actions have consequences, Ryan.
If I go to jail, I can't pay your settlement. You want money, right? That's what this is about. If I'm in prison, you won't get a cent.
Well, well. Now you're willing to discuss settlement? As if you were planning to pay in the first place. How convenient that you only offer when you're in trouble.
I am feeling very remorseful right now. I see the error of my ways. I feel terrible about the affair. I never should have left you like that. Even if the statute of limitations has expired, I want to pay you now. I'll give you whatever you want, but I can only do that if Amy helps us out of this situation. Please, I'm begging you.
Then withdraw cash from an ATM right now and hand it to the police officer when he arrives. My husband should be there, and since you're feeling so generous about paying damages right now, tell the officer, go to an ATM and hand the cash to my husband. I'm sure he'd be happy to accept it on my behalf.
Wait a second. Your husband is here? As in, at the house right now? Are you saying your new husband is a cop? One of the officers who just arrived?
That's right. Officer Daniel Matthews. He's a very justice-oriented person. He doesn't like people who break the law. He stood by me the whole time after you abandoned me so shamefully. He often said, I hate your ex-husband more than anyone in the world for making you cry. If I ever meet him, I won't let him off easily. I think today might be his lucky day. I don't think he'll get physical, but he's really scary when he's angry, so be careful. He takes his job very seriously.
You've got to be kidding. It's not fair that your husband is a cop. That's a conflict of interest. He can't arrest me just because I'm your ex.
I don't see what's unfair about it, but he's a wonderful, dependable man. Unlike some people I could mention, because of his job, he knows quite a bit about the law. He told me about the conditions for the statute of limitations on infidelity claims. Here's something interesting you should know. I can still sue both you and Zoe for damages. The 3-year statute of limitations on infidelity has conditions. It only starts counting when you know the name, address, and can identify the affair partner. Isn't that fascinating?
What? No way! That's not how it works!
Until recently, I didn't know Zoe's name, address, or what kind of person she was. I had no way to identify her specifically. So the clock only started ticking recently, when you both so kindly revealed yourselves to me.
That can't be true! I never heard about that condition! You're making this up!
I didn't know either, so I'm grateful my husband explained it. He's always by my side, supporting and helping me, guiding me through the legal process. He's exponentially better than a cheating lowlife who ran away and refuses to take responsibility. A real man, in other words.
Well, that's not fair!
By the way, you can still sue someone for damages even if they're in prison. It's actually more convenient for me since you can't run away. Prison makes people very easy to locate. I really hope you get caught and face the consequences of your actions. You've had this coming for 3 years.
This can't be happening! Everything is falling apart! Amy, please, for the sake of what we once had!
Take care then. Make sure you reflect on your actions while in prison. I hear it provides ample time for contemplation.
Amy, please! At least help me, if not him. I didn't know the house wasn't his. If things go this way, I'll break up with Ryan. He's the one who lied to both of us. It was all Ryan's idea to run away together in the first place, and to break into the house today. This is all his fault that this is happening. I'm the victim here too.
It's too late for excuses. You chose to be with a married man. You chose to break into someone's home, even if it was his idea. Give your explanations to the police. They're the ones you need to convince now.
Don't be so cold. Woman to woman, please help me. I didn't know he was lying about the house. Please, help me. Just this one time and I'll never speak to you. I'm too young to go to jail. I just wanted to live with the man I love. I've been looking forward to living with Ryan these past 3 years, that's all. I absolutely cannot go to jail. My music career will be over.
Like I said, I can't help you. You made your choices. You broke the lock and trespassed, and you proudly threw belongings out the second-floor window. Those are all facts, right? You did the crime. Now do the time. It's that simple.
But it was all Ryan's fault. He manipulated me. He said, let's trash the ex's stuff for revenge, and I just got caught up in the moment. I'm usually quiet and would never do something like this. I'm a good person, I swear.
Quiet, meek girls don't send daily texts telling someone to get out. They don't use insults like old lady. They pay damages sincerely. They don't continue an affair for 3 years. They don't break into homes and throw possessions out windows. And they definitely don't betray their partner in the final hour. Face the consequences together. You made your bed with Ryan. Now lie in it. Now, don't contact me again. What happens to you from now on is none of my concern. I've moved on with my life. I suggest you figure out how to move on with yours. From prison, most likely. They were arrested immediately and are still being questioned at the police station. At the same time, the couple now living in the sold house is demanding substantial compensation for damages, which has depleted all of Ryan and Zoe's savings. They've been contacting family and friends for bail money, but since the story of their affair and break-in has spread throughout the community, no one is willing to help. My damage claim is still pending, but those two already have more than enough to deal with. I'm looking forward to seeing their reaction when they receive the demand letter from my lawyer.
I need to go on a business trip this weekend, last minute thing.
This weekend?
Yeah, so make sure you get my stuff ready.
When did you find out about this trip? You didn't mention anything before.
Just got the email an hour ago. Boss needs me in Osaka for an emergency client meeting.
That's really short notice. How long will you be gone?
Just the weekend, flying out Saturday morning, back Sunday night, and I need you to drive me to the airport that day.
What time is your flight?
7:30 a.m., so we should leave around 5.
That's really early.
Be a good wife and make sure you take your husband to the airport.
I told you I'm going to see my parents this weekend.
Can't you just reschedule? This is important.
I specifically told you about this in advance. My dad hasn't been feeling well lately.
So, I have to work. Work comes first.
I've been planning this visit for months. You know that. I finally got some time off, so I'm going to visit them. I told you this already.
I don't remember you mentioning anything.
I told you 3 times. You even marked it on the calendar in the kitchen, so I absolutely cannot drive you to the airport this weekend.
Are you kidding me? Are you saying your dying father is more important than your husband?
Excuse me? My father isn't dying, he's just not feeling well. But yes, visiting my sick father is important.
I am absolutely more important than your father.
That's not how relationships work, Tom. You don't rank importance like that.
Yes, it is. Marriage means prioritizing your spouse.
It means partnership and mutual respect, not just doing whatever you want, whenever you want.
I'm the one busting my ass at work here.
And I work full-time too, plus do all the housework.
Your little admin job is nothing compared to my executive position.
My little admin job has paid half our mortgage for 15 years.
You need to prioritize your husband, always.
And what about you prioritizing me? When does that happen?
I provide for this family. That's how I prioritize you. Reschedule your train ticket and take me to the airport.
Don't be so selfish. The trains are packed this time of year. I can't change my ticket.
Have you even tried, or are you just making excuses?
I'm not making excuses. I called the railway office yesterday and they said all trains are fully booked.
Then don't go visit your parents at all.
Both my mom and dad are waiting for me to visit. Dad's been asking when I'm coming every day. Mom says it lifts his spirits.
Actually, that might be better. Maybe your dad will live longer if he's waiting for you.
That's a horrible thing to say. How could you even joke about that?
I'm not joking, I'm being practical. He'll try to stay alive longer, looking forward to seeing you.
My father's health isn't a bargaining chip, Tom. How can you be so horrible? That's what you say about my sick father? He raised me, supported me through college, and was always there for me.
And I've been supporting you for the last 20 years. What's your point?
My point is that I have obligations to my family too, not just you.
Shut up. Bottom line is I'm the priority this weekend.
You're acting like a child.
If you don't like it, then let's get divorced.
There you go, with the divorce threats again. This is the 3rd time this month, Tom.
Because you keep defying me. A good wife doesn't act this way.
A good husband doesn't threaten divorce every time he doesn't get his way. A divorce at our age would be pretty inconvenient, don't you think?
For you, maybe. I could find someone who actually respects me.
Is that what you think this is about? Respect?
Obviously, you don't respect me enough to change your plans.
And you don't respect me enough to acknowledge plans I made months ago. I'm going to see my parents.
Then find someone else to take me to the airport or we're done.
Fine, I'll ask Emma if she can drive you.
Our daughter shouldn't have to do your job.
Driving you around isn't my job. It's a favor I usually do because I care about you.
Whatever. Just make sure I get to the airport on time.
Emma, honey, could you help me out a little this weekend?
What's up, Mom? Is everything okay? I thought you were working from home this weekend.
No, remember I'm visiting Grandma and Grandpa this weekend? Dad's not feeling well.
Oh, right. Sorry, I've been so busy at work I forgot the dates. Wait, aren't you taking the early train on Saturday?
Yes, that's still the plan. I leave at 8:30. Actually, that's why I'm messaging you. I need someone to drive your father to the airport for his business trip.
Dad's going on a trip? When did that happen?
Last minute thing. He just told me today.
And his trip is the same weekend you're visiting Grandpa? That's suspicious timing.
You know your father. He probably didn't even check the calendar.
Or he did and is being difficult on purpose.
But I'll be visiting Grandma and Grandpa, so I was wondering if you could drive him instead.
I can make the time, but seriously? Just give him some cab fare and let him go by himself. He's a grown man. He can get himself to the airport.
Well, your father has always hated taxis.
Since when? He takes cabs for work all the time.
Only when the company pays for it. He refuses to spend his own money on them. He says he can't stand the smell and refuses to ride in them.
That's ridiculous. The train goes straight to the airport, too.
You know he won't take public transportation with his luggage.
So he expects everyone else to rearrange their lives instead?
Plus, he's threatening not to let me visit my parents if I don't arrange for someone to drive him.
Wait, that's so messed up. Not let you? Mom, you're not asking for permission. You're informing him of your plans.
I know it sounds bad, but it's easier this way.
It sounds controlling. You're trying to check on Grandpa because he's sick, right?
Yes, I asked for permission 3 months ago and finally got it.
Permission? Mom, you're 52 years old. You don't need permission to visit your own parents, especially when one of them is sick.
Your father doesn't see it that way. He thinks wives should always be available. I've tried to explain, but you know how stubborn he is.
And now he's being selfish at the last minute and disrupting everyone's plans? Mom, you should really stand up to him.
Trust me, I know from experience that would make things 10 times worse.
Worse how? What does he do?
He gives me the silent treatment for days, or threatens divorce, or forgets to pay bills.
That's not just being difficult, Mom. That's emotional abuse.
It's just how he copes with stress. He doesn't mean it.
It's calculated to make you comply. You and Dad are both impossible sometimes.
What do you mean I'm impossible?
You keep making excuses for him instead of standing up for yourself.
It's not that simple, Emma. Marriage requires compromise.
Compromise goes both ways. When does he ever compromise? Fine, I'll drive Dad to the airport. What time is his flight?
7:30 in the morning on Saturday.
Seriously? That means I need to pick him up at like 5 a.m.
I'm sorry, honey. I know it's early.
You go ahead and visit Grandma and Grandpa, but I'm going to have a talk with him about this.
Please don't make it worse. Just drive him there quietly.
No promises. I'm sorry I can't join you because of work.
It's okay, honey. Your job is important.
Say hi to Grandpa and Grandma for me.
I will. Send them some pictures of you when you get a chance.
I'll send some tonight. Love you, Mom.
Love you too, sweetie.
Emma, your mother says you're driving me to the airport on Saturday.
Yes, I'll pick you up at 5 a.m.
Make it 4:45. I don't want to risk being late.
5 o'clock, Dad. Not a minute earlier. I have to rearrange my whole sleep schedule for this.
Fine. Make sure you're on time.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, Tom. I need to go back to my hometown right now.
Why? You just got back from visiting your parents 2 weeks ago.
Mom just called. Dad passed away.
What? Your father?
Yes, Dad had a heart attack this morning. Mom found him in his study.
But I thought he was just feeling under the weather, not seriously ill.
I never expected him to die so suddenly. The doctor said his heart was weaker than they realized.
That's unfortunate.
I'm devastated, Tom. I'm so glad I got to see him one last time.
Well, at least you visited recently. That's something.
I need to help with the funeral arrangements and stay with Mom for a while.
How long is a while?
Would it be okay if I'm away from home for about 2 weeks?
2 weeks? That's excessive for a funeral!
Mom is completely overwhelmed. She can't handle all this alone.
That's completely unacceptable. A funeral only takes a day or 2 at most.
There's more to it than just the funeral. We need to handle Dad's affairs, notify relatives, deal with the house.
That's inconsiderate.
Excuse me? My father just died. How is it inconsiderate to help my mother?
What about the house? What happens while you're gone?
The house will still be here when I get back.
My meals, laundry, cleaning.
You survived when I visited my parents before. You can manage again.
That was just a weekend. This is 2 whole weeks. Are you planning to abandon all your responsibilities?
I'm not abandoning anything. I'm temporarily helping my grieving mother.
Your mother has friends. She could call them.
She needs her daughter right now, Tom. We can manage for 2 weeks. You can eat out or get takeout.
So I have to waste money on restaurants because you're abandoning your duties?
You spend more on golf in a month than you would on 2 weeks of takeout. Plus, we're adults. 2 grown people can handle things if we work together.
So you're telling your hard-working husband to eat convenience food?
You know how to cook rice and heat up food. I'll prepare some meals before I go. You can do your own laundry for 2 weeks. The washing machine is not complicated.
And you're planning to dump your responsibilities on our sweet daughter?
Emma is 25 and works full-time. She doesn't need me to take care of her.
You work for the family and take care of the house for the family.
I also just lost my father and need to support my mother. Don't you understand that?
That's your job! How dare you neglect those duties to go back to your hometown?
I just lost my father, the man who raised me, who taught me to ride a bike, who helped me with homework.
That was a long time ago. You have no responsibilities now.
I'm not going home for fun. I'm going for his funeral. And you're saying I'm not allowed to do that?
You're my wife now. You married into this family.
That doesn't mean I stopped being my parents' daughter.
It's obvious that you should prioritize us no matter what. What kind of wife are you?
A wife who loves her family. All of her family.
Last time for my business trip, you had Emma drive me. Aren't you ashamed of yourself as a wife?
Who should be ashamed here? If you didn't want Emma to drive you, you could have just taken a taxi, or rescheduled your trip, or taken the airport bus.
Shut up! Don't talk back, just stay home!
I will not stay home. My father just died.
I allowed your last visit home because you asked 3 months in advance. I absolutely won't allow this sudden trip.
You won't allow it? I'm going regardless of what you say.
You've never defied me like this before. What's gotten into you?
That's impossible. I want to attend my father's funeral. What kind of person would stop their spouse from attending a parent's funeral?
The kind who needs his wife at home where she belongs.
I want to properly say goodbye to my father.
So you're saying a dead person is more important than your husband?
This moment, yes. Saying goodbye to my father is more important than your laundry.
Fine. Goodbye. We're getting divorced.
Over this?
I don't need a wife who neglects her husband. A wife who can't fulfill her basic duties is useless to me.
You're being ridiculous and cruel.
Are you defying me? If you go home, be prepared to get divorced.
So attending my father's funeral is grounds for divorce in your mind?
Abandoning your household for 2 weeks is. I understand you're in shock because your father died, but think clearly about what's most important and whose wife you are.
I understand. Then divorce is fine with me.
What did you just say?
I said divorce is fine with me. I accept.
You can't be serious after 25 years of marriage.
What's important to me is my father's funeral. I don't care about being someone's wife.
You don't mean that. You're just upset right now.
I am my father's daughter. And right now, that matters more than being your housekeeper.
Housekeeper, is that how you see our marriage?
Isn't that how you see it? You only care about who's cooking your meals and doing your laundry.
Fine, do whatever you want, but we're getting divorced, remember that. Don't come crying back to me later.
I need to catch my train now. Goodbye. I'll explain everything to Emma myself.
Wait, so you're really going? Amanda?
We're already divorced, by the way.
What? What did you just say?
You already had a copy prepared with your signature and everything. Thanks for that, but our divorce has already been processed.
That's impossible.
I'll just grab my things and leave.
Wait, hold on. You can't just leave. We need to talk about this. What do you mean we're already divorced? When did you submit divorce papers for us?
I just followed your instructions. You said going against you meant divorce, right?
That doesn't mean you actually file papers.
So I submitted the papers at City Hall before boarding the train to my hometown.
What? You can't just divorce someone without their knowledge.
I used your signed papers, Tom. The ones you gave me last month.
Those weren't meant to be actually filed.
You've always threatened me with divorce whenever something happened. Sometimes you actually gave me signed divorce papers.
Those were just to scare you into behaving, not for actual use.
I kept all of them instead of throwing them away.
Ah! You kept them? Why would you do that?
I couldn't bring myself to throw them out, and eventually I had at least 20 of them.
20? I didn't realize I'd written so much.
One for when I visited my sister without permission, one for when I bought that dress you thought was too expensive, one for when I went to my college reunion.
Those were all different circumstances.
I wondered if I could trade them in for something. Turns out, one was enough to file for divorce.
You've got to be kidding me. How dare you file for divorce on your own?
How dare you repeatedly threaten me with divorce for 25 years?
Those were always just jokes between us.
A joke is something both people laugh at. I never found it funny.
You're stupid for taking them seriously.
You're the stupid one. Who jokes about divorce? What kind of husband does that?
The kind trying to maintain order in his household.
Don't think you can keep me trapped with divorce threats forever. Maybe it was a joke to you, but I was always deeply hurt.
If you were hurt, you should have said something.
I did, every single time. You ignored me. I still tried my best as your wife because after Emma was born, I told myself divorce wasn't an option.
And it still isn't. We can fix this misunderstanding.
There's no misunderstanding. I filed your divorce papers and they've been processed. But somehow that habit of enduring everything just stuck with me. Even after Emma grew up, I still let you push me around.
I don't push you around. I provide leadership in this family.
You call it leadership. I call it control and manipulation. I feel so free now that I've broken away from that version of myself.
What are you talking about? You're supposed to do whatever I say.
Says who? Where is that written?
It's implied in marriage. The husband leads, the wife follows.
That's not marriage. That's servitude.
Please just calm down for a minute. You're being hysterical and not thinking clearly.
I am perfectly calm. In fact, I haven't felt this calm and clear-headed in years.
What are you saying? Getting divorced at our age is just embarrassing.
More embarrassing than staying with a man who treats me like a maid.
I treat you like a wife.
Your definition of wife is someone who serves you without question.
Come on, you must be out of your mind to actually get divorced.
Actually, I think I'm finally in my right mind for the first time in decades.
Think about what people will say.
I don't care what people say anymore. I care about my happiness.
I'll think about our future too. I'm sorry for what I said.
Which part? The part about my father's funeral being unimportant? Or the part where you called me stupid?
All of it. I was just upset. Work has been really stressful lately, and I was irritable.
You're always stressed and irritable. That's your permanent state.
That's not fair. I have good days, too.
Nothing you say now will make me come back.
You don't mean that. We've been together too long.
Length doesn't equal quality, Tom. I'm packing my things and going back to my hometown.
You can't just leave. What about the house? Our life together?
I'll be living with my mother at our family home from now on.
You can't be serious. Living with your mother at your age?
She needs someone after losing Dad, and frankly, I need some peace after living with you.
I'm being generous and saying you can come back now. Your husband is being merciful, so hurry back.
Excuse me? You never said I could come back.
I'm saying it now. Isn't that enough?
Did those words appear anywhere in our conversation?
You should understand even if I didn't say it.
How am I supposed to understand something you never expressed?
Because those are my thoughts. Can't you see I'm being generous enough to forgive your reckless divorce?
No, I don't see that at all.
What? Are you blind? I'm offering you a chance to come back.
All I understand is that you have a terribly rotten heart, and you are the worst husband. You won't even apologize directly to me, and you're trying to sweep all your behavior under the rug. How pathetic.
I just apologized a minute ago. Weren't you listening?
That wasn't a real apology. That was you making excuses. Your mind is completely rotten.
Hey, what's going on? Where's this confidence coming from? You're acting totally different than usual.
The obedient wife who just followed your orders is gone.
Where did she go? I want her back.
She's not coming back. She died along with my father. I've been reborn after divorcing you.
You can't be reborn. You're my wife.
Not anymore. The divorce is final. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving. Thank you for all these years.
Wait! I absolutely won't accept this selfish divorce.
It's not up to you to accept it. It's legally done.
I won't allow you to go back to your hometown.
Are you still saying things like that? You have no authority over me anymore.
I'm serious. Please think about this calmly.
I have thought about it. For years, actually.
Think about what it would be like for our parents if we suddenly get divorced.
My father is dead, and my mother supports my decision fully.
What about my parents? They'll be devastated.
Your parents barely speak to us except on New Year's. They won't care.
Think about how sad Emma will be.
Emma is an adult. She understands.
Do you want our sweet daughter to come home from work one day and find out her mother has left?
I'm not sad at all, actually. Mom already told me about the divorce beforehand, so I'm fine. Stop using me to manipulate her.
Huh? Emma? When did you get there?
Well, she only told me about it the day it happened, but still. She suddenly called and asked if it was okay to get divorced.
And you said yes? What kind of daughter are you?
The kind who wants her mother to be happy. So I encouraged her. I told her I thought it was a great idea.
Are you crazy? Emma, what's gotten into you?
Nothing got into me, Dad. I've watched how you treat Mom for years. I took a day off to help Mom.
You took a day off work for this nonsense?
It's not nonsense. It's Mom's freedom. I need to hurry up and help her pack so I can drive her to the station.
What are you doing? Don't help her! Stop your mother!
Why would I stop her? This is the best decision she's made in years.
She's abandoning us to go back to her hometown!
That's totally fine. It's Mom's life.
What about our family? Our home?
What about it? You've never treated this place like a family home. She should get away from a husband like you as soon as possible.
What have I done to deserve this betrayal from my own daughter?
Seriously? You want a list? How about treating Mom like a servant for my entire life? I completely support her divorcing you and going back home.
How dare you! I raised you! I put food on the table!
Mom raised me. Mom put food on the table and cooked it and served it and cleaned up afterward.
How am I supposed to live if your mother leaves?
Who cares? You're a grown man. Figure it out.
But who'll cook, clean, do laundry?
You have hands. Use them.
I don't even know how to operate the washing machine.
Then learn. There's a manual in the drawer under it.
This is ridiculous. I work all day. I can't come home and do housework too.
Mom worked all day too. She managed.
That's different.
How? How is it different?
It just is. A wife is supposed to take care of the home.
I couldn't care less about your lonely life.
How can you be so cruel to your own father?
I'm just following your example. You've been cruel to Mom for years. I'm going to live with Mom and Grandma anyway.
What? Emma, you're leaving this house too?
Yes, I am. I've already packed my essential items.
You can't be serious. This is your home.
This is a house. Home is where you feel loved and respected.
You're abandoning your father?
That's exactly right. My company finally approved full remote work.
Since when have you been planning this?
Since the last time you threatened Mom with divorce papers. So I thought I'd work remotely from Grandma's house.
What? So you've been plotting behind my back?
It's not plotting, it's planning for a better future. The day Mom decided to get divorced, I immediately talked to my boss. They approved it right away.
You didn't even try to talk your mother out of this ridiculous decision?
Why would I? I've been hoping she'd leave for years. I can't join them immediately because I need to hand over some work, but I'll be moving to Grandma's house soon.
No way. You can't be serious. First Amanda, now you? What did I do to deserve this?
You really want me to answer that question?
Yes, tell me what horrible thing I've done.
Hey, Dad, do you know why I kept living at home even after I started working?
Because it was convenient for you.
That's what you think?
Of course! Why else would you stay? You'd come home to meals cooked and the house cleaned, everything done for you.
Dad, you really don't see anything, do you? I've been taking care of myself.
What are you talking about? Your mother does everything around here.
For you, not for me. I do my own laundry. I clean my own room. I even cook for myself when Mom works late. Mom was only taking care of you.
That's not true. She takes care of both of us.
When was the last time Mom did your laundry or cooked you dinner?
Every day.
And when was the last time she did those things for me?
I don't know.
Exactly, because I became self-sufficient years ago. And I was always worried about Mom. That's why I stayed.
Worried about what? She had me to take care of her.
No, she had you making her life miserable with constant threats and demands. I thought when she finally decided to make her own choices, she'd need someone to support her.
So you've been waiting for her to leave me?
I've been waiting for her to realize she deserves better than the way you treat her. I wanted to be there for her as her daughter when that happened. So I'm going to support Mom with everything I've got right now.
What's with that attitude? You're making it sound like I've been exploiting your mother all this time.
That's exactly right, you idiot.
How dare you speak to your father that way?
How dare you treat my mother the way you have for decades? You're such an idiot. You had a wonderful wife who loved you despite your flaws, and instead of appreciating her, you threatened and controlled her. You're the worst father ever.
I provided for this family. I worked hard every day.
So did Mom, and then she came home to a second job taking care of you. You can live miserably by yourself after divorcing Mom.
I didn't want the divorce. She filed the papers.
After you threatened her with divorce for the 100th time, don't act surprised when someone finally takes you at your word. And just so you know, I have no intention of taking care of you when you're old.
What? That's a daughter's responsibility.
No, it's not. Not when the father has been as selfish and cruel as you have. Don't expect your only daughter to be there for you just because Mom left you.
Please, listen to me. This can't be happening. Both of you can't just leave. Are you serious about not taking care of me? You're my only daughter.
And Mom was your only wife. Look how you treated her.
I'm your only biological father.
Biology doesn't entitle you to mistreat people and still expect their care.
You won't even help me in the future?
Living people who are working hard are more important than people who've gone to heaven, right?
What? When did I say that?
When Mom wanted to attend Grandpa's funeral, and you said she should prioritize the living, meaning you, over the dead. I'm going to take your wise words to heart.
That's different. I didn't mean it like that.
When you need nursing care, I'll be in the prime of my career, so I won't have time for someone who isn't going to heaven yet.
You're twisting my words.
I'm using your exact logic. How does it feel when it's applied to you?
No, wait, please. I didn't mean it like that. This can't be real. You can't both be leaving me. Please, don't abandon me too.
This isn't abandonment. This is the consequence.
I'll change. I promise I'll do better.
It's too late, Dad. Mom gave you thousands of chances over decades. You didn't take any of them. Well, take care, Dad. I'll give the phone back to Mom for the last time.
Emma, please, don't go.
Tom, this is my final message. Thank you for everything over the years.
Amanda, please don't do this. We can work things out.
There is nothing to work out. The divorce is final. I'll be leaving the division of assets and other procedures to my lawyer.
You already have a lawyer?
Yes, I consulted one before filing the papers. Everything is being handled properly, so please don't contact me directly again.
You can't be serious! After 25 years, you're cutting contact?
I am absolutely serious, and those 25 years are exactly why I need space now. If you need anything, please go through my lawyer.
Wait, Amanda! I apologize for everything! I know I've been difficult. I know I've said hurtful things.
Yes, you have. For decades.
I'm sorry for the terrible things I said about your father. I'm sending you my deepest apology.
Thank you for apologizing. I accept your apology.
So please, won't you come back?
No, Tom. Accepting your apology doesn't mean returning to an unhealthy relationship.
I can't live without you!
Is that so? Is it me you can't live without, or someone to cook and clean for you?
You, of course! I love you, Amanda!
You have a strange way of showing love. Threats aren't love. Control isn't love. Well, I can live much better without you.
That's cruel! How can you say that?
It's not cruel, it's honest. I felt lighter and happier since filing those papers than I have in years. If you're truly apologizing, then you'll respect my decision, right?
Huh? What does that mean?
It means a sincere apology comes with acceptance of consequences. This is the first time you've ever respected my opinion.
I've always respected your opinion.
When? Give me one example.
Well, there must be times
I'm very happy about that. Please take care of yourself.
Wait, don't hang up! Can we at least talk more?
Let's both live long lives. Goodbye, Tom. Thanks to my lawyer, all the complicated matters were settled cleanly. Now I'm enjoying life at my family home with my mother and daughter, just us three women. As for Tom, I heard his house has fallen into terrible disrepair. And after word spread at his company about the divorce and how even his daughter wanted nothing to do with him, he lost his standing there. The female employees especially treated him coldly. And I heard he recently took early retirement and now just stays holed up in his deteriorating house. The neighbors have started keeping their distance too, but that's none of my concern anymore. He occasionally sends apology letters. I ignore them all and put them straight through the shredder. Elizabeth, the payment deadline is the end of this month. When can I come pick up the money? I don't have plans this weekend, so I could come to your place. What? What payment are you talking about, Amanda? Seriously? You forgot something this important? Elizabeth, the payment deadline for our wedding is the end of this month. What? I mean, the total wedding cost is $50,000, which has to be paid to the venue by the end of the month. We'll prepare $20,000, so you'll need to prepare the remaining $30,000, please. Excuse me? Why should I prepare $30,000? The wedding reception should be paid for by the bride and groom. What? You're really not going to help? This is your son's wedding too, you know. I've been planning everything for months, and we agreed on this beautiful venue. Do you want Connor to have a cheap wedding? Really not going to help? I don't recall ever discussing payment arrangements with you. When did we agree I would cover part of the costs? Exactly. It's our wedding, but it's an important event for you too, right? Plus, I'm this cute and charming girl who's becoming your daughter-in-law, so it makes sense for you to pay your share. Don't all mothers want their sons to have perfect weddings? I thought you'd be excited to contribute. Connor said you'd be happy to help. Connor said that? I find that hard to believe. I've never heard of that making sense. I was planning to give a nice wedding gift, but I'm not responsible for the ceremony costs. That's not how this works, Amanda. Oh, come on! Don't tell me you were counting on my money to plan this wedding. I went with the more expensive venue because I thought you'd help. Are you going to make us downgrade everything at the last minute? Is that the kind of impression you want to make on my family? That's exactly right. So the $50,000 for the costs is definitely covered by your savings, right? If you planned a $50,000 wedding, you should have the money to pay for it. It's not my responsibility to cover costs I never agreed to. We do have it, but why won't you contribute? Everyone I know had help from their in-laws. My friend Jessica's mother-in-law paid for half of their wedding. My cousin's in-laws covered the entire reception. It's your important son's wedding. You have plenty of inheritance money, so you could at least help out. I don't understand why you're being so difficult about this. Inheritance money? What inheritance money are you talking about? Yes, from your husband who passed away early. Connor told me there was a decent amount, so don't try to hide it. He mentioned you received a substantial sum when his father died. That's why I wasn't worried about the venue cost. I assumed you'd want to use some of that money for Connor's special day. I don't know what you heard from my son, but my husband's inheritance is long gone. It was all used up ages ago. I had to raise Connor on my own after his father passed. That money went toward giving him a good childhood and education. What? So you were counting on the inheritance money? I'm speechless at how presumptuous you are. Is there really no inheritance left? You spent it all? How irresponsible! Normally, people save some of that for their children, right? Like, here's your dad's money, use it well. That's what usually happens, isn't it? You were supposed to save it for Connor, not blow through it all yourself. I wish I could have done that, but we didn't have that kind of money. I barely had enough to support myself and Connor at the time. The inheritance was completely used up. I had to make difficult choices as a single mother. Every penny went toward providing Connor with a stable home and good opportunities. I never blew through anything. You're kidding me. This can't be happening. I was so sure there was still inheritance money. I even thought you hadn't touched any of it. I thought you'd give it all to us. That's why I've been so nice to you all this time. I put up with all your boring stories and pretended to care. Is that so? I can't believe you were thinking that. Amanda, you're more greedy than I thought. I'm shocked you'd admit something like this. I'm not the greedy one. You are. I mean, using up all of your husband's inheritance? What was the point of me sucking up to you all this time? All that fake niceness was for nothing. Do you know how many times I had to sit through your tedious photo albums? How many times I pretended to enjoy your terrible cooking, and now I find out there's no payoff? What? So your attitude was all calculated? You were only being kind to me because you thought I had money? I actually thought you enjoyed spending time with me. Obviously, I thought you had money, so I put on this sweet act to impress my future mother-in-law. And now it was all wasted. I can't believe this. Do you know how hard it was to listen to all your stories about Connor's childhood? To pretend I cared about your gardening hobby? To act interested in your book club? All for nothing. I thought you were a sweet and wonderful daughter-in-law, but it was all just an act? I'm so disappointed in you, Amanda. I genuinely enjoyed our time together. I thought we were building a relationship. This is truly heartbreaking to hear.
If there's no inheritance, fine. I'll have to reconsider our future relationship. What's the point of having a broke mother-in-law? You'll probably expect us to support you when you're older. Well, I'll be going now. Please don't contact me unless it's absolutely necessary. I need to figure out how to come up with another $30,000 by the end of the month. Thanks for nothing.
Mom, I'm sorry. Did Amanda send you some weird messages? Did she ask about the inheritance or something? I just saw her on her phone looking upset. I hope she didn't say anything inappropriate.
She sent some extremely strange messages. She demanded I pay for wedding costs and asked about your father's inheritance. She also admitted she was only nice to me because she thought I had money. Is this really the person you're marrying, Connor? I'm very concerned.
I'm really sorry. I had no idea she would contact you about money. I'm shocked she would say those things about pretending to like you. That's not the Amanda I know. I'll talk to Amanda properly later. This is completely unacceptable.
Before that, you need to explain this to me. It seems you told Amanda about your father's inheritance. Does that mean you're after the inheritance too? Have you been giving her false expectations? I thought I raised you better than that.
No, that's not it. I did mention the inheritance, but Amanda completely misunderstood and went in a weird direction. I would never expect you to pay for our wedding, and I definitely never told her to ask you for money. I'm horrified that she did this.
So what exactly did you tell her? She made it sound like I'm living luxuriously off your father's inheritance. Like I'm selfishly hoarding money that should be yours. I need to understand what gave her this impression.
It just came up naturally in conversation. She asked if things were hard growing up in a single-parent household, so I told her that thanks to Dad's inheritance, we didn't struggle too much. But she totally misunderstood and now thinks there's enough inheritance to live on forever. I never implied you were rich or that there was any money left. I was just trying to explain that we weren't destitute after Dad died.
You've got to be kidding me. She turned that into thinking I'm sitting on a fortune. I worked so hard to make sure you had a normal childhood.
Of course I tried to clear things up, but the more I denied it, the more suspicious she became. Like, you must really have it if you're trying this hard to hide it. She thought that if she asked you for wedding costs, you'd cover everything. She kept saying that all mothers want to contribute to their son's wedding. I tried to explain that wasn't how you operated, but she wouldn't listen.
So that's why she contacted me. She's been planning this behind your back? Connor, I'm worried about your relationship. Just to be clear, Connor, you do have enough saved for the wedding, right? You're not counting on your parents at all, are you? Because I'd hate to think you're in the same mindset as Amanda.
I'd never count on you for that. Of course, we're planning to pay the full amount ourselves, and we've been saving for it. I'm so ashamed of Amanda right now. We've been saving for over a year for this wedding. We absolutely have the funds. I have no idea why she would try to get more money from you.
Then I'll stick to my plan and not pay a cent. I'll give a wedding gift in the amount that feels right to me. Don't expect an extravagant gift, not after these disturbing messages. I'm genuinely questioning whether I should attend at all.
Your feelings are more than enough. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to skip it after this. And I'm really sorry about all this. I never imagined Amanda would behave this way. I need to have a serious conversation with her about our values. I'll properly explain everything to Amanda before the wedding. This is completely unacceptable behavior.
You'd better. Please do that. Otherwise, I won't feel comfortable attending the wedding. I can't sit there pretending everything is fine, not knowing she's been faking her affection for me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll talk to her tonight when I get home. I'm sorry she hurt you, Mom.
So make sure you have a good talk with Amanda, and let me know how it goes. Hey, Elizabeth, what were you thinking at the wedding yesterday? That was seriously messed up. You barely even smiled in the photos. Everyone noticed how cold you were. What? What are you talking about? I thought I was perfectly pleasant. Yeah, you didn't contribute a penny to the wedding costs, and your gift was only a few $1,000s. Is this how you show you care about your son? My parents gave us 10 times what you did. Amanda, what exactly are you unhappy about? I told you from the beginning I wouldn't help with the wedding costs, and a few $1,000s is a pretty decent gift. I thought the wedding was lovely, and I was genuinely happy for you both. I don't understand why you're messaging me like this. I see. So you're saying our wedding is only worth a few thousand to you. You're saying it's not worth any more than that. Do you know how much weddings cost these days? Your gift barely covered the flowers. My friends' in-laws gave them down payments for houses as wedding gifts, and all we get is a few $1,000s? What? I'm not responsible for what other people's in-laws give them. I gave what I could comfortably afford. I thought it was a generous gift. This is the first time I've been so blatantly disrespected. But fine, if that's how it's going to be, I'll accept the challenge. I'm cutting ties with you. I won't force Connor to choose, but don't expect to be welcome in our home. Don't expect to be included in any future family events. Don't expect to meet your grandchildren, if we have any. Wait a minute, Amanda. How are you interpreting things this way? I'm not trying to pick a fight, and I had no such intention. You're completely overreacting to a normal wedding gift. This is very concerning behavior. Please reconsider what you're saying. No, you were definitely picking a fight with me last night. When a mother-in-law disappoints her daughter-in-law like that, normal people would bring money. But you just showed up to the wedding like nothing was wrong, only bringing a gift. That's clearly picking a fight with me. You should have come to me privately and apologized for not being able to help more. You should have explained your financial situation. Instead, you acted like everything was fine. Amanda, I don't owe you an explanation of my finances, and there was nothing to apologize for. I never promised to pay for your wedding. Even if you don't have your husband's inheritance, a mother should bring a decent amount of money, but you didn't. So either you're picking a fight with me, or you really are broke. Which is it? Are you intentionally disrespecting me, or are you actually poor? Amanda, please calm down. This conversation is getting very inappropriate. I don't think you're in a rational state of mind right now. Maybe we should talk when you've had some time to cool off. I'm worried about you. Come to think of it, Connor explained everything about the inheritance. How you used up all the inheritance and now live on a pension. I thought it was just a lie to throw me off. But was this actually true? Are you actually living on a meager pension? Is that why your gift was so pathetic? Pretty much, yes. Living alone in retirement doesn't cost that much. So, with a modest pension, I can live quite comfortably. I'm not wealthy, but I'm not destitute either. I don't see why my financial situation is any of your business. This obsession with money is alarming, Amanda. Can't help with your son's wedding and living on a pension. Looks like I've been seriously mistaken about you. My eyes are finally open, for real. I thought marrying Connor meant joining a family with resources. I thought his mother would be someone who could help us get ahead in life, but you're just a burden waiting to happen. I finally realized you're just a poor old lady, so let's cut ties right now. I don't need to know about a poor mother-in-law who can't help us at all. I'll tell Connor you were rude to me so he won't question it. He always takes my side anyway. Excuse me? You're definitely not seeing things clearly. Now you're calling me a poor old lady and planning to lie to my son about me? This is beyond inappropriate. I think you need help, Amanda. You're living on a pension, aren't you? That makes you poor, doesn't it? Living on a pension, dipping into your savings, having to carefully budget every month. I have no use for a mother-in-law like that. Let's cut ties before I get dragged into taking care of you later. I'm not going to waste my youth caring for Connor's elderly mother. Not when you can't even help us now when we need it. What? So that's what this is about. You're worried about having to take care of me when I'm older? I can assure you that will never be necessary. I've planned my retirement carefully. You didn't help with the wedding and only gave a few thousand as a gift. I absolutely won't take care of such a stingy poor person. Go away, you pension-dependent old hag. I have no use for a broke mother-in-law. I'll be sure to tell Connor how cruel you were to me after the wedding, how you called me ungrateful and spoiled. He'll never speak to you again.
Apologize to my mother right now. I can't believe what I'm reading. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Huh? Who is this?
How dare you talk to my mother like that? I explained everything to you, but you still expected financial support? And now you're making unilateral declarations to cut ties because things didn't go your way? I'm completely disgusted by your stupidity. And threatening to lie to me about her? Seriously? Did you think I would never find out?
Wait a minute. Connor, is that you? Why are you on Elizabeth's texts? Did she show you our private conversation? That's so inappropriate.
I happen to be with Mom. We're starting our new life in our new place today. We came to get some of my stuff from my old room. Mom didn't show me anything. I've been watching this whole exchange happen. Your behavior is inexcusable.
Oh, I see. So Mom got a message from me and said she would check it, and you've been watching this whole time? You should have let me know you were there. This was supposed to be a private conversation between me and your mother. I wouldn't have been so honest if I knew you were reading everything.
Yes, that's right. Honest is one way to put it. Your honesty has been quite revealing.
This whole time? Wait, you're joking. Have you been watching this conversation from the beginning? Like, from the very first message?
Oh yeah, I saw everything. You're attacking my mom, calling her a poor, pension-dependent lady. I watched it all with my own eyes. Every single insulting word, every threat to lie to me about her. So why don't you explain yourself to me about the wedding costs and my dad's inheritance? We agreed you wouldn't talk to my mom about money, remember? You promised me you'd never bring up financial matters with her. You swore to me that that wasn't why you were marrying me.
You're taking this out of context. I was just upset about the wedding gift. You know how emotional I get sometimes. I didn't mean all those horrible things.
Yet you broke your promise to me and you're being incredibly disrespectful to my mother. What were you thinking? Did you honestly believe I would side with you after seeing how you talked to her? After seeing you threaten to turn me against my own mother with lies? Did you think I would ever choose someone who speaks that way about my mom?
I just couldn't stand it. I had such high expectations for Elizabeth, but she really didn't give us a penny, and I couldn't forgive that. That's why I sent those confrontational messages. I was hurt and disappointed. Can't you understand that? All my friends got substantial help from their in-laws. I just felt like your mother didn't value us.
How does that lead to declaring you're cutting ties? How does that justify calling her a poor old hag? You're acting like a spoiled child. You don't get to say whatever you want just because you're unhappy. Those messages revealed your true character, Amanda. And it's not someone I want to be married to.
Shut up! If she doesn't like it, she can stop being my mother-in-law. I don't want to take care of someone who won't give us money. What's wrong with cutting ties in advance? Don't act like you weren't disappointed too. You always said your mom would help us get started in life. You implied she had resources.
What did you just say? So because she's on a pension, there's no future money in it for you? No help with buying a house or a car or when we have kids? Is that what you're saying? Is this marriage just a financial arrangement to you? Did you marry me for my mom's supposed money?
That's exactly right. There's no point in being nice to someone who can't help us financially. Why should I pretend to like her boring stories and terrible cooking? Why should I spend holidays with someone who has nothing to offer us? Being part of a family should come with benefits.
Is money all you care about? Is that all that matters to you? What about love, respect, support? What about being part of a family that cares about each other?
Of course. Why would I want a mother-in-law with no benefits? A broke mother-in-law deserves to be cut off by her daughter-in-law. It's just practical. We need to surround ourselves with people who can help us succeed, not dead weight who will need our help later.
What if my mom had an annual passive income of $200,000? Would you take back your declaration then? Would that be enough benefit for you? Would you suddenly start respecting her again?
Sure, if she had that, I'd take back what I said. I'd be the perfect daughter-in-law. I'd listen to all her boring stories. I'd help her with anything she needed. But a pension-dependent old lady wouldn't have that kind of money. So, it's a pointless hypothetical.
She does. She actually does have that kind of money.
What?
She has it. $200,000 in passive income. Mom makes $200,000 a year just from stock dividends. She's been investing wisely for decades. That pension you keep mocking, it's just a small part of her income. She lives modestly by choice, not necessity.
Huh? Wait a minute. You're joking, right? That can't be true. $200,000 means she's invested millions. There's no way she has that kind of money. She lives in that small house. She drives that old car. She doesn't even have designer clothes.
That's right, she's making that much. Mom owns significant shares in various companies, so she receives an unbelievable amount in dividends. But she's not flashy or materialistic. She values financial security over showing off. That's why she still lives in our family home. That's why she still drives her reliable car. That's why she spends on experiences rather than status symbols.
Wait, is this really true? Elizabeth is actually wealthy? All this time? But she acts so normal.
After Dad died early, Mom worked incredibly hard. She raised me as a single mother, doing everything she could. She didn't use Dad's inheritance for herself, but spent it all on me. And while working from morning till night, she actively invested. She studied the market, made smart choices, and reinvested her earnings. She sacrificed so much to build that portfolio. That's right. Mom said that as a woman, there's a limit to how much you can earn through regular work. That's why she had to invest. She says it was tough at times, but now she has assets worth millions. I really respect her as her son. She taught me the value of hard work, smart financial planning, and living within your means. She could afford a mansion, but she stays in the home where we have memories. She could buy luxury cars, but she keeps her reliable sedan. She values substance over appearance, something you clearly don't understand.
Wait, so Elizabeth isn't a poor pension-dependent woman? She's actually super rich? But she doesn't act rich at all. She never mentioned any of this. Why would she hide it?
Yes, that's right. She doesn't flaunt her wealth. She doesn't define herself by it. And after seeing how you behave, can you blame her for not advertising it? She can spot gold diggers from a mile away. That's why she never told you.
What's with that? If she has that much money, she could have helped with the wedding costs. She could have paid the full $50,000, not just $30,000. How stingy can she be to not give us a penny? With that kind of money, our wedding costs would be nothing to her. She could have given us a proper start.
You're beyond stingy. You're just a shameless gold digger. No matter how much money my mother has, it's all hers. She earned it while raising me, taking risks, and working hard. We have no right to make demands. The fact that you still think you're entitled to her money after what you've said proves what kind of person you are. You don't care about her. You only care about what she can give you.
But if she has millions, a few $100,000 is nothing. She wouldn't even miss it. Most mothers want to help their children start their married lives. She's just being selfish. Think of what we could do with that money.
Amanda, it seems our values are fundamentally incompatible. I'm heading home now, and we need to talk about divorce. I cannot stay married to someone who views my mother as an ATM. Someone who was planning to lie to me and turn me against her. Someone who only values others for what they can provide financially.
Divorce? You can't be serious. We just got married yesterday. You can't throw away our marriage over one heated conversation. I love you, Connor.
See you later. I've picked up the divorce papers, so I'm heading home. We need to end this before it goes any further. I can see now that you never loved me. You only loved what you thought you could get from my family.
Wait, Connor, I don't want a divorce. We just had our wedding yesterday. Why are you saying this? We can work through this. I was just upset and said things I didn't mean. Please don't make a decision when you're angry.
You're making me say it. I'll return this phone to my mom. I'll listen to what you have to say when I get home, but my mind is made up. I won't stay with someone who treats my mother this way.
How could you do this to me? This is all your fault, Elizabeth. Now I'm getting divorced because of you. If you had just helped with the wedding costs, none of this would have happened. If you had been honest about your wealth, I would have been respectful. I finally got married, and now I'm being thrown away. This can't be happening. All because you had to be so secretive and stingy. Yet it is happening. Thanks to this, you and I are no longer in-laws, just strangers. I couldn't be happier. You've shown your true colors, Amanda, and those colors are very ugly indeed. Take care now. I hope you learned something from this experience. Perhaps about valuing people for who they are, not what they have. Wait, I'm not done yet. You can't just dismiss me like this. Since your actions led to my divorce, at least help me out at the end. You owe me that much. After all, you're the reason my marriage is falling apart. If you had just been upfront about your finances, we wouldn't be here. How exactly did my actions lead to your divorce? I believe your own words and behavior did that. I don't see how this is my responsibility at all. Please lend me some money right now. I wanted to get back at you, so I put all my savings into investments. Then there was a huge crash overnight, and I lost everything. I created a $200,000 debt in just one day. I was trying to build wealth like you did. I thought if I could make a big return quickly, I could show Connor I didn't need your money. But it all went wrong, and now I have nothing. What? Wait, this isn't a simulation or something. This was a real investment? You really put all your savings into it? What kind of investment loses everything overnight? What were you thinking? This sounds extremely reckless. Yes, I did. I thought beginner's luck would help me if I went all in, right? I used margin trading to increase my position. My friend's boyfriend showed me how. He said it was foolproof. But you have $200,000 a year, don't you? You could spare 1 year's worth for me, couldn't you? I'll be the perfect daughter-in-law. I'll help with cooking and cleaning. I'll drive you to appointments. It's a fair trade, right? Stop saying such ridiculous things. I'm enjoying living alone, and I don't need anyone taking care of me, and I have no intention of giving my hard-earned money to anyone, especially not someone who just called me a pension-dependent old hag. Especially not someone who planned to lie to my son about me. Your offer is insulting. Don't be so cold. We're close, aren't we? I made a mistake, but everyone deserves a second chance. I'm desperate here. Please help me just this once. Close? You've broken up with Connor and declared you're cutting ties with me. How dare you contact me now? How dare you claim we're close after everything you've said? Your desperation doesn't change the fact that you showed your true character. Actions have consequences, Amanda. Well, I had no choice. I can't tell my parents about this. They disown me. They invested so much in the wedding. They would be heartbroken to know it's over already. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. In that case, I'll contact your parents for you. Leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to them directly. They deserve to know what's happened. Perhaps they can help you with your debt. Please don't do that. My parents would be devastated. My father has a heart condition. This news could literally kill him. I haven't even told them about the divorce yet. Please, I'm begging you. Oh, is that so? I'll explain everything then. I'll give them a call now. They should know what their daughter has been up to. They should know about the divorce and about your financial decisions. It's the right thing to do. Afterward, I called Amanda's parents and explained everything that had happened. Over the phone, I heard her father collapse and someone calling for an ambulance. A few days later, Amanda was secured by her furious parents and forcibly sent back to her family home. Apparently, the $200,000 debt was real, and now she's living at home while slowly paying it off. As for my son Connor, he says he's done with marriage for a while, and is focusing entirely on work. He has a strong, reliable presence, just like his father used to have.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.